Hello, hello, hello. We're back. Hi, YouTube. Missed you guys. It's been a little over a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm not even sure, since my last YouTube video. Today we are going to go hit some legs and just want to take you through the workout, chat, update you on life. I feel like life has been super busy lately, so this is like the perfect time to kind of bring you guys back in the loop, let you know what's going on, let you guys have some updates about my fitness journey, life, all that good stuff. But first and foremost, we are going to go hit some legs. So let's get into it. Before we get into the rest of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, support me on this channel. It means the world to have some of you guys tuned in on my YouTube. Absolutely love doing these videos because it's just a way for me to like chat and all the good stuff. So don't forget to do that. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we are starting out with glute abductions. Here I lean forward to get a better contraction in my gluteus medius. These hit gluteus medius, a little bit of gluteus minimus if we want to get scientific here. But I lean forward, slow and controlled. I try to pause a little bit on the contraction to make sure I actually feel it, because I feel like a big thing that I used to do was just kind of fly through these. I never really slowed it down. I never really felt the mind-muscle connection. And then once I actually slowed it down on things like this, on cable kickbacks, adductions, then I started to see improvement. I started to see growth. I started to see changes. And that's obviously what we want ultimately. So we're gonna lean forward here, slow and controlled. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12 here. Again, trying to pause slightly on the contraction and slowly release, making sure I'm controlling it the entire time.
RDLs.
I feel like another way to help you here is to place your hands on your glutes and actually feel the contraction with your hands, especially if you're trying to build a mind-muscle connection. Slowing it down, lifting lighter weight, feeling it, videotaping yourself, all of those things can help improve your movements, improve your form, and it's something I would highly recommend. I feel like that was a game changer for me when I started filming workouts 3, 4, or 5 years ago. If you saw my form and the way I used to do things in comparison to now, I've made huge leaps and bounds of improvement, which is exactly what you want. It takes time, it takes learning, it takes repetition, but my control and my tempo back then was 10 times as fast as it is now. And once I learned to slow and control all of my lifts, I feel like that's when the biggest changes started to happen. Okay, so we're gonna do reverse lunges, focusing on our glutes here, and then I'm gonna do RDLs. I wanted to do RDLs on this one, but the safeties don't go low enough, so it stops you really high. So we're gonna do reverse lunges here and then move into RDLs next. We'll start light. I'm gonna show you guys how I do my reverse lunges. Okay, and I feel like the biggest thing for the reverse lunges that helps me is I always elevate my front foot with like a plate, a wedge, a block, something to make the front foot a little bit higher, and then it's kind of like you're stepping down, and I kind of treat it like a step up. I think about putting all of my focus on the working leg, not using my back leg to support me, kind of like you would do in step ups. You don't want to allow your secondary foot, if you will, to push up for you. Come on, breath. Sorry. Okay, so what I think about is I dig through my heels, push through my heels to help engage that glute. And typically after a rep or 2, I start to feel that glute engagement. And then I have a nice pump after these. But make sure you're not using the non-working leg to push yourself up. I feel like that is where reverse lunges, step ups, all that stuff can kind of get off track, if you will, because a lot of people use that non-working leg to support themselves and push themselves up. And so it ends up doing a lot of work for you. You want to put the emphasis on your actual working leg. And if that means dropping the weight, drop the weight, it's fine. The most important thing is you're actually working the proper muscles in the proper leg, and you're not using a whole lot of extra support or the opposite side to do the work for you. Also, I feel like lunges, lunge variations, Bulgarians, whatever it might be, they're all great movements for lower body days. So if you're not doing any kind of variation, reverse lunges, walking lunges, Bulgarian, split squats, you need to add something like that in your split, in your leg days, because unilateral exercises are great. They are great. Don't skip them. Do not skip them. Okay, now we're moving to RDLs. I'm on a Smith machine instead of doing dumbbells today, just so it's less busy out here, I can talk to y'all. But we're gonna start off with a little warm-up set, and something that I feel like makes it a lot easier to do lower body movements like this and go as heavy as you possibly can is using grips. These are my personal grips, but if you guys need recommendations, I can send y'all a link. I'll actually add a link below. I love these because I personally can lift a lot heavier than what I can hold. So that's kind of what we're doing here. But let's get into a set of RDLs. On the Smith machine, it's relatively easy for me because I feel like I've built a really solid mind-muscle connection just working hamstrings so much over the last several years. But what I like to do is keep the bar path as close as I can to my legs, like you would do on any other RDL, whether it's barbell, single leg, dumbbell, Smith machine, doesn't matter. You want the bar path to be relatively close to your shins as you're going down. So I scoop my body as close as I can. But what you don't want, and I've seen this in like some form videos from clients, and we've tweaked it and we've obviously improved upon it, but you don't want to be like leaning and using the Smith machine to hold you up, because chances are if you're leaning so much that you're holding yourself up with the Smith machine, probably not working your hamstrings adequately. So you want to be as close as you can where you can actually maintain a solid footing, and you want to be able to drive through your heels on the way up, because after you hinge and then you drive through your heels, you should be able to feel that hamstring engagement, and then your glutes start to come in as you're coming upright. You're not gonna lock out your knees. You don't need to squeeze your glutes as hard as you can at the top. They'll naturally start to engage and you'll feel that engagement. But if you're standing all the way up, locking out your legs, the tension that's in your hamstrings originally is going to come off when you're standing fully up. Two more exercises left. I'm about to do Sumo squats. With Sumo squats, I'm honestly just focusing again on keeping it slow and controlled. I point my feet outwards, of course, and I try to tuck my pelvis a little bit to help focus on the adductors. For me, that helps with a mind-muscle connection. Obviously, feel it out. I don't have my chest all the way forward, but I also am not standing upright. It's kind of in between, and it really targets your inner thighs, and then it can also hit your glutes and your hamstrings with the way you're squatting and controlling the weight. So let's do a set here, and then we'll move into our last exercise, which will be lying hamstring curls. Okay, so I tend to prefer the seated hamstring curls, but I feel like this one is always taken. And a lot of times if I feel like my back is taking over or I feel like lower back pressure, I'll lean forward and kind of like hug the machine. And this just helps me put emphasis on my hamstrings. But today we're only gonna do, I already did one set, we're gonna do 2 more sets, but this set is actually gonna be a drop set. So technically 2 sets into a drop set, and we're gonna do 2 drop sets. So we're gonna do a heavy weight, drop a little, drop a little. And the goal is to get within 10 to 15 reps on those drop sets. If I can't That's fine as long as I'm training until failure in that drop set. So let's get it. So I just finished up cardio. Right now I'm doing 350 calories 5 times a week. Obviously cardio is going to be based off your plans, so don't copy that. This is just where I'm at in my cut. I'm weighing 158 pounds right now, so we're about 11, 12 pounds down from my start. I'm feeling really good. I'm like really happy with where my physique is at right now. And you know, it's always a good feeling to feel confident. So last year when I did a cut early in the year, we finished and wrapped up around June. My lowest weigh-in was 153, so I'm anticipating I can get back there eventually, but we'll see. I'm gonna make my protein shake because I'm so hungry. I have the Rise mint chocolate chip ice cream. Let me tell y'all, this is like one of the best protein powders. Like, I'm thoroughly obsessed. I'm doing about a scoop and a half. The flavor is just so good. It's 10 times better, honestly, in my opinion, like the creaminess and stuff and the texture when you drink it with milk. But even with water is really good, so I feel like that's saying something because I always prefer milk over water. But I'll drink this one with water, so we're gonna chug this. And then we are going to fill this back up with water, chug some water on my way home, go home and eat lunch. I always feel like by the end of my workouts and end of cardio, I'm literally starving, so I'm ready to eat some food. And a go-to for lunch lately has been chicken, peanut butter, and dates. And I know it sounds like the most random combination, but I swear to you, it is so good. It's delicious. Code Addison to save on your Rise. So we are home. I have my lunch. I'm gonna do sweet potatoes, chicken. I have a Coke Zero that I'm gonna have. And then I'm gonna use some sugar-free barbecue on top of the chicken because obviously I can't eat it sauceless. That's just not me. So we're gonna chow down on this and do some work, chill the rest of the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. I will definitely continue to film more of these. If there's any videos that you want to see, anything that you want to learn, talk about, have questions on, make sure you leave comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support me on this channel, and I will keep these videos coming. But I do appreciate you guys for tuning in to another workout and a little post-gym yap session. We're continuing the cut, so lots more updates where that comes from. Jermaine competes soon, so more videos and information on that as well. And I also turn 25 soon, so big changes, lots of plans, lots of things coming up. So stay tuned to the channel. Bye guys.